he has this girl come in and she sings the hook. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. And I don't remember the second part. I think it's something
when you're trying to make the money for the rent.
When you're trying to make the money for the rent. And so but no,
I feel like you're joking, but that's a real movie.
I'm being serious. Yeah,
it's a great movie.
Like
great
a real
movie.
basketball movie or something like that.
No,
real good movie.
It's with Terrence Howard, I think you want to say his name is. And then the woman, I forgot her name, but she was Benjamin Button's mom.
Yeah, she's in a lot of things. Actually.
Yeah, she is. Oh, she came on Baby Boy. Did she come on Baby Boy?
I seen
Little
none.
Jody.
I've seen none of those movies.
Yeah, they're hood movies.
They're good movies. And just talking about go ahead.
Real quick, but Terrence Howard and they're telling him that you need a hook with this song. You can't just keep freestyling. Yeah. So it's kind of like, in a sense, like, yeah, he can keep doing that. But it's like, but you're just doing the same thing, even though you're good at it. We need to elevate this and make it into something more concrete, I guess you can say. It's something that, like, or if not, it's just kind of, God, how do I say this?
You need to add the cherry on top of the ice cream.
Yes.
The ice cream's great on its own, but to make it better and complete, there just needs to be a little addition to it.
Which could be what, for example?
Well, in the movie, it's the hook.
In the movie, it's
the hook. Yeah.
And in anything that you do, you just gotta add that little like.
Yeah, you gotta tell people what the cherry is. Okay. You know, because I think a lot of people get lost in to their own creativity, and sometimes you need that outside perspective. You know, and I think that's why a lot of people or musicians say, "Hey, can you check this out? You know, tell me, give me your feedback." Or artists say, "Hey, look at this." And I think as an artist, we kind of get stuck in our own world. And the downside is that your project is kind of never going to be complete because there's always something that you've either learned or you've heard of or you saw that you want to add to that piece. And
sometimes you never finish it, but you need someone else.
Exactly. You need someone else to say, I think it's good. Like, let's put it out and just put it for the world.
Man. I struggle with that a lot.
Yeah. And that's the life of an artist, right? Nothing's ever good enough.
Nothing's good enough.
Right.
But
kind of like what our moms told us growing up.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's mostly when I was trying out for football, you know.
about your dads. They're not good enough. Hey, so I was thinking, you know, just before we transition, because the rest is just so exciting, but just finishing with the program, like I wanted to touch on mentorship, you know, and mentoring. Because we were talking, you know, a couple minutes ago and everything about kids who were here when they were 12 and now they're like
they're adults.
And they're in the real world doing real things.
Yep.
And we had a part on their formation. And I know there's one specific person like in your life, you know, that you've mentored for years and he works with you now.
Yeah.
So you can touch on that. And I don't know, Mike, if there's anything you can touch on as well. About, you know, like just like what is the involvement of like you mentoring someone and seeing the outcome or somebody mentoring you, you know, like have you had anyone and is that valuable? Is mentorship really valuable, or should we just go through our world and our trajectory, like doing our own thing?
Hell no, man. You need people. You need people to be in your life. And I truly believe everybody who's in your life is in there for a good or bad reason. It's to teach you a valuable lesson on your story, your movie in life, right? But I think there's definitely people who are going to help mold you into something better. And I can speak for myself that, you know, I haven't had any direct mentors, but people that I've worked for who were a great influence on me, and I've learned a lot. Just like you said, like you've learned some stuff from me, like I've learned it from someone else. And that's helped molded me into the person that I am today, you know, good, bad, or indifferent. And as an artist of creativity too, like you got to have people to at least show you some love or, you know, have an interest in you. So for the mentorship, I think for me, number one is just being myself into these students' lives, or into people's lives generally, because you can't control what happens at students' homes, but you can control the environment that you bring them in or that you have at your thing. And I think a lot of people gravitate towards people that they generally like, and maybe music was the reason why some students came, but I always tell people that students will come for the program, but they'll stay for you.
It's good.
It's that vibe, it's that relationship that you have with the person that makes you continue coming back. And I might like soccer, I might like football, but the coach, he's really shown me either some tough love or he's really like just feeding my emotional emotional intelligence, right? So for me, and I don't know, you would have to probably ask this particular person that works with me now, but you know, sometimes you just come across individuals who are who are just special. Like they just shine, brighter than most other kids, and that's not necessarily a good or a bad thing. It just happens, Right. And when you see someone who has as much interest and joy in the same subject matter that you do, you just gravitate towards those people, and you converse more
There's that connection.
Yeah, you converse more about that, and I think that's the bridge, right? That's the bridge that builds that relationship between you two, and then it just grows into something bigger. So I think mentorship is huge.
I completely agree, and I think that even to take it a step further, that we all need, they say we need 3 relationships in our life. We need to have
3 relationships in our life?
Yeah, they said that you need to have somebody who's a mentor to you, somebody who you're mentoring, and somebody who is your equal, your peer.
Love that.
And the thing is, because it's so important for that, so many things we've learned from people that we wouldn't have learned somewhere else. For me personally, one of my passions in life is something I'm very passionate about, is the absent father epidemic. And it used to be strictly for males, but also I didn't even realize until what a problem it was for females also. And so I think that, yes, that you need to mentor somebody, whether you're teaching them, whether it's godly, not that it's good, bad, or indifferent,
right?
But you just need somebody there to kind of prepare you for the current obstacle that you're in, or the thing you're going to go through. No, don't do this, son. Don't do that. This is a trap. Just keep going forward. Just keep going forward. If you want to do this, this is the way you go. It's funny. I heard a thing one time by T.D. Jakes, actually, that he was saying,
Bishop
T.D. Jakes, that he was in Africa and he was on this African safari, and he said that there was 2 people on this safari with him. One of them was a zoologist, and he could tell you everything about the elephant, how much the elephant drank, how much this, how much that, and he goes, but he couldn't tell you how to find the elephant,
Wow.
And he said, but there was also a Zulu warrior with him, and he said that the elephant is that way, So you need mentors and different people in your life to show you the way, which the thing is, in every stage of life there's different obstacles and things you need to go through, and you need somebody who's been through that previously,
right?
To show you the way, and I'm gonna go churchy on you also for a second.
Let's do this.
I also heard from the great Bishop T.D. Jakes that he was talking about Moses, and he said that you were getting ready to lead the children of Israel someplace you had never been yourself. And if I would have let you lead them 40 years ago, you would never have made it. You've been lost. He goes, but I'll let you go through the wilderness first, so that now when you get ready to lead somebody, you have some credibility through the things you suffered. I'll let you cry. I'll let you suffer. I'll let you fend for yourself and do this for yourself. It didn't mean that I wasn't going to bless you. It just meant that I want you to be able to help somebody else along the way, so that now when you take someone, you say, I know what it takes, because the same God that led me out of my situation will lead you out of your...
Bro, how did you just memorize the entire sermon?
And touched.
That's the other quote.
Touched by the Holy
That's
Ghost.
There's a Benny Hinn move.
Yeah. No, I would call, but no, I watched it several times.
Good. Yeah.
But no, it's just, basically, you need somebody to lead. You need someone to lead you. Like he said, the kids will stay, they'll come for the first time for the program, they'll stay because of you.
Of the leader.
Right. Exactly.
And I think that applies to any aspect of work.
Absolutely.
People come in from different things, but they'll stay for the people.
Right.
Or they'll leave jobs. There's a saying that relates directly to that. It's like people don't leave companies. They leave bosses.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And that sucks, because we've all been bosses or are, at a certain point. Bro, I can't believe you just memorized T.D. Jakes.